This week at Interior, Secretary Bernhardt was on the road again this week, traveling to New Mexico and Arizona. Meeting with the Pueblo Council of Governors and the Navajo Nation, the Secretary affirmed the extraordinary efforts underway to work alongside Indian country as we overcome the coronavirus. The Secretary also made stops at the Grand Canyon, Petroglyphs National Monument, and Valle de Oro National Wildlife Refuge to talk to employees as public lands continue to increase access to visitors. Second Lady Karen Pence, joined by Deputy Secretary of the Interior Catherine McGregor and Assistant Secretary for Fish and Wildlife and Parks Rob Wallace, visited the Great Smoky Mountains National Park to talk about the many mental health benefits the outdoors offers. They opened the gates to Klingman's Dome and shared more on the park's progress on the second phase of restoring access to the public. The National Interagency Prescribed Fire Training Center has held multiple Fire Leadership for Women training modules in Tallahassee, Florida this year. Interior continues to implement its aggressive efforts to prevent and manage wildfires, and these female leaders are critical to protecting communities throughout the country. It was 40 years ago this week that Mount St. Helens erupted with a cataclysmic blast, tragically killing 57 people. The eruption fed a towering plume of ash for more than 9 hours. Volcanic mudflows, or lahars, carried large boulders and logs, destroying forests, bridges, roads, and buildings. It was the worst volcanic disaster in U.S. history. USGS scientists continue to conduct critical work to monitor volcanic activity to better forecast possible future natural disasters. Interior is leading the way to eradicate invasive species, providing critical funding to the U.S. territories of Guam and Saipan and the Republic of Palau and Yap in the Federated States of Micronesia. The funds will be used to introduce biological control of coconut rhinoceros beetles, remove monitor lizards, and to destroy wild vines, all of which are disruptive to the natural ecosystem and people's livelihoods in the islands. The Fish and Wildlife Service, USGS, and the U.S. Navy signed an agreement to continue protecting Guam's unique ecosystems and native biological diversity while supporting our nation's military readiness needs. Fish and Wildlife Service Director Aurelia Skipwith says the agreement sets a benchmark for collaboration between our agencies on Guam while enabling us to continue our ongoing research operations, provide access, and meet our conservation mandate. USGS Director Jim Riley says the collaboration minimizes the impacts of the invasive brown tree snakes and improves controls on military lands on Guam. In his Memorial Day message, Secretary Bernhardt says he hopes Americans will take the time to remember those who have made the ultimate sacrifice and express gratitude to all who have served. Check out the Secretary's Memorial Day message on our YouTube channel. And our social media picture of the week, a sunset at Moosehorn National Wildlife Refuge in Maine. The refuge provides important feeding and nesting habitat for many bird species, including waterfowl, wading birds, shorebirds, upland game birds, songbirds, and birds of prey. Make sure you follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. That's This Week at Interior.